Hi guys, and welcome back to Black Tea. It's your girl Ebony, and you guys already know that I am here with the white with the Mets. So just for you guys, Merry Christmas, and you guys know that I am bringing you some piping tea to enjoy while you're spending time with your family. You guys know yesterday we did do a live where we talked about Iggy Azalea airing out Playboi Carti for not spending Christmas with his son. Well, I also identified who this side chick was, and it does seem that the side chick has broken her silence. Now, she does go by Brandy, and this is what she has to say about all this mess. So let's get this straight. I'm not a homewrecker. I would never knowingly be with someone that is in a relationship ever. And if you know me, you know that is not a part of my character. I first met Jordan in May, and when I first met him, that same day he told me he had a son, already born, and that him and his baby mother were not together. Child, please. Before meeting him, I had no idea of anything about a child. So let's clear that up. Wrong girl for that situation. It was definitely someone else that he was with throughout your pregnancy. Oh, and I never hid from anyone at all, and definitely not in any closet or anything of that nature. And I've actually told her that. So again, wrong girl. It was in fact a different girl from which he told me himself. With that being said, I was with him almost every day, besides the times he was seeing his son. Even in the beginning, he would say he might have trouble co-parenting, and I would always vouch for his baby mother. Always. I always said he needed to be there, and that his son comes first in all situations. And that meant putting her up there as well, because she's taking care of him. Over time, she found out who I was, and then came the harassment and verbal threats, which I did not respond to. All I know is what he would tell me, and I feel as if it's the same for her. I would believe what he would tell me because it felt true. He was rarely around her, and when he was, it was to see his son, which I encouraged every bit. I encouraged him to be with his son every chance he could get, and even for Christmas, by the way. But he makes his own choices at the end of the day. And also, I was never at an album release party. I am out of town with my family, so again, wrong girl. I never even knew about a release party. The last thing I will be called is disrespectful, homewrecker, whore, dishonest, or anything of that nature, because that is the opposite of my character and everything I stand for. I would never degrade anyone, especially a woman. But thank you all for that. And I get that you might not believe me, but it's the truth. Everyone around me can vouch for it. I don't have a fan base with tons of people to defend me and spread word, but that's okay. I know what's true, and that's that. Shall? She goes on to say this: in that video, I was literally leaving his house already. So yeah, cool. It looks like I'm being kicked out. That's fine. I know the truth. What else can you do to me? I'm 21 years old, just starting my life. So thanks for trying to ruin it. I don't care much to win in this situation, but that's the truth. Take it how you will. At his home, by the way, that he had me living in. Shall? He had you living in his house. Okay. She did not live there. She said her name was on the lease, but she did not live there. That's enough for today. Merry Christmas. Well, child, this is a mess. So this side chick is saying that she was living with Playboi Carti. She's also saying that him and Iggy were not together, and Iggy is mistaking her for another woman. Well, child, Iggy Azalea did get wind of what this side chick had to say, and let's just say Iggy was not here for it, because she went on Instagram Live and aired a lot of ish out. Check this out.
Brandy is Jordan's side chick who he's been while I was pregnant. She claims she didn't know anything, and she would never do anything trifling. Let's talk. First of all, y'all did not start May after my son was born. You started Jordan in February. Well, I was, what would that have been, like 8 months pregnant? And I know when you started him because he hit up somebody that you used to. I won't name because it's a well-known person, and I'm not going to throw that person under the bus. But he hit that person up and said, "Is it cool if I smash you? Because I know you are friends, right?" And he said, "Yeah, it's a side piece. Go ahead, do whatever you want." Started an Airbnb that he had rented out as a studio while I was pregnant, since he couldn't play loud music in our apartment, but had you in there getting smashed the whole time. Now, bear in mind, while my housekeeper comes to clean this Airbnb for these months, there's nobody in there the whole time but Jordan and his couple of little friends. She cleans every single room. No one's in there. Leaves, says goodnight, forgets her vacuum, comes back in, and who's sitting on the couch looking like a ghost? Brandy, you were sitting in there. You, girl, you were in there hiding from my housekeeper for an hour while she cleaned a whole house that you knew you shouldn't be in. We're a whole man that was living with a whole girlfriend, pregnant with a baby that he asked for. That's the doing. And you knew what was going on. You knew we were together. Or why the were you hiding? Tell me that. Why were you hiding? I know when y'all started talking. Ben knew when y'all started talking. Caught you out there, went off about the tried to do the best thing since I was already pregnant. I kept my pregnancy hidden the whole time. I never wanted to keep my pregnancy hidden the whole time. I thought once I started showing that I would be able to announce it and be happy. But this man kept saying that he was dropping an album and that he didn't want my baby announcement to interfere with his album and whatnot. And I was trying to be supportive and was cool and went along with this like an idiot and missed out on a lot of missed out on trying to support this man while you had this girl hidden in an Airbnb while I'm sitting at home pregnant alone thinking, you know what, I'm not going to say shit, trying to be supportive. I don't want to seem like I'm nagging or harassing, right? So I'm like, what the is going on? I don't know who this bag belongs to. He's like, it's just a model. I have some models in the house right now because I knew that we were about to move out anyway and get a house because apartment, that's all it was. Obviously I'm not a dumb bitch. I know that you're doing some weird suspect up. So I go back to LA and he's still coming, still me, just this motherfucker last week actually, swearing that you're in love with me and that we're working on a family. We're getting a house in Atlanta next month, right? And this shit, I shouldn't be in LA anymore. We're going to be a family. Brandy, right? You don't talk to Brandy. That's what you said to me 2 days ago. Fuck that. She ain't shit. She was just a you were f***ing because I wasn't talking to you and you were lonely and bored. That's what it is, right? That's what you just said 48 hours ago about this bitch. Anyway, back to Brandy and her trifling ass and her lying bullshit. And don't get me wrong, we're holding my baby daddy accountable. Yeah, I'm big mad. I'm big mad because this motherfucker want to lie. And there's no need to lie. I've never chased you. Never chased after you. You are the one that be lying, leading people on. Anyone that has a kid would understand. Like, you want to do the best for your family and try to keep your family together. And when it feels like that your son's father is really trying, you want to give them a chance to try. You do. So that's why I've still been around. I love this motherfucker. Of course I do. He's my son's father. So that's why I've still been around listening to his bullshit, really believing the hype, and I shouldn't be. I really shouldn't be. I could do way better, you're right. So anyway, comes around, I click on this girl's page, I see he's posting this bitch posting all these pictures in our apartment. All these pictures in our apartment, doing little photo shoots in there and shit. Sitting on his lap in my chair that I still haven't come to collect and shit. Letting her wear his jewelry and shit. So I confront him about it right there on the spot. What the is this? Oh, those pictures, you've been doing it while I was pregnant. This man didn't even come to see his son be born. He went to Philly to play the PlayStation with little Uzi. He thought that was more important than seeing his son be born. And I had a scheduled C-section, by the way, because my son was so big that they were like, you can't have a natural birth. I'm not still with him, in case you're wondering. No, I'm not still with him. Who misses their first son being born? It's COVID. He's the only person you can only pick one person during COVID when you're having a baby to be on your approved list. Of course, I picked my son's father to come and be there, but he was busy apparently. Imagine spending time playing PlayStation with your friend instead of seeing your first son be born. Make that make sense. And then as soon as I got pregnant, it was kind of like this motherfucker thought that he just had me forever, almost. Like during our relationship before my pregnancy, he was really great. I really loved this man, and I think that I held on to it even though he was treating me like shit during the pregnancy and after. I really romanticized the way our relationship used to be and held onto that good part of him, hoping that he could be that way again, and hanging on to his every word and his promises about how he was going to be that person again and be that man that I needed him to be for our family. Come sign your son's birth certificate, please. I've asked you so many times, your firstborn son. Could you please come and sign your son's birth certificate? I would love that. Would love it. Shit, so whack. Of course I still love this motherfucker. This motherfucker was still fucking me up until 5 days ago, saying he was in love with me. I have a baby with him. That's why I'm so pissed the off about how deep this whole thing goes. So lame. And y'all all aren't shit. All of you aren't shit. You and your motherfucking friends and this bitch. Suck a dick and die. That's it. Merry Christmas.
So as you guys see, you heard from the side chick, you also heard from Iggy, and at this point, they need to throw this whole thing away. But I want to hear from you guys down below. How do you feel about what the side chick Brandy responded to Iggy about her not knowing about Iggy and how she was living with Carti? And how do you feel about Iggy airing out all the mess? I look forward to reading your comments. Don't forget to subscribe, ping that bell notification so you never miss when I upload, and give this video a huge thumbs up so I can be exposed to more great subscribers like you. I love you guys to the moon and back. Merry Christmas, and sip this tea while it's hot. Bye, babes.